Let's begin our story in the small town of Kosciuszko, Mississippi, a place marked by dusty roads and humble beginnings. It was here, in 1954, that a baby girl named Orpah, soon to be known as Oprah, entered the world. Her arrival was quiet, but her journey would be anything but ordinary. Raised by her grandmother Hattie Mae Lee on a modest farm, Oprah's early years were shaped by the rhythms of rural life. Money was scarce, but the home was rich in love, faith, and the wisdom passed down through generations. Hattie Mae taught Oprah the value of hard work and the power of prayer, lessons that would stay with her forever. Even before her third birthday, Oprah had learned to read, astonishing those around her. She devoured books and stories, her imagination soaring beyond the fields that surrounded her. Her natural gift for speaking and storytelling was evident from the very start, setting her apart from other children her age. In the heart of the local church, Oprah found her first audience. She recited Bible verses with such passion and clarity that the congregation nicknamed her the Little Speaker. These moments in church were her first steps toward finding her voice. Life, however, was far from easy. Oprah wore dresses sewn from potato sacks, a symbol of her family's poverty and the hardships of being a black girl in the segregated South of the 1950s. Yet, she carried herself with dignity, never letting her circumstances define her spirit. At the age of 6, Oprah's world changed dramatically. She left the familiarity of the farm and her grandmother's care to join her mother in Milwaukee. The city was bustling and unfamiliar, filled with new challenges and uncertainties. In Milwaukee, Oprah faced hardships that could have broken anyone: poverty, instability, and the struggle to fit in. But she clung to hope, drawing strength from her early lessons and focusing fiercely on her education, determined to rise above her circumstances. Her dedication paid off. Oprah excelled in school, often skipping grades and earning awards. She dreamed of a life beyond what she saw around her, believing that education was her ticket to a brighter future. Eventually, seeking stability, Oprah moved to Nashville to live with her father, Vernon Winfrey. He was strict but supportive, determined to give his daughter the structure she needed to succeed. Vernon demanded discipline, weekly book reports, high expectations, and a focus on self-respect. He saw Oprah's potential and pushed her to reach for it, never letting her settle for less than her best. That move to Nashville was a turning point. Surrounded by structure and encouragement, Oprah began to truly thrive, her confidence and ambition growing with each passing year. Her early years were marked by adversity, but also by a fierce determination and resilience that set her apart from her peers. Even as a child, Oprah's intelligence and perseverance shone through. She was curious, driven, and always eager to learn more. She learned to use her voice not just to speak, but to inspire those around her. Her words carried hope, encouragement, and the promise of something greater. The foundation for her future was laid in those difficult, formative years on the farm and in the city, where every challenge became a lesson and every setback a stepping stone. Oprah never forgot where she came from or the lessons learned on that Mississippi farm. The memories of her roots kept her grounded no matter how far she would go. Every challenge she faced became fuel for her ambition, driving her to reach higher and dream bigger. The little girl in potato sack dresses, once overlooked and underestimated, was already on her way to greatness, her spirit unbreakable. And soon the world would know her name, a name that would become synonymous with inspiration, resilience, and the power to change lives. In high school, Oprah's charisma was impossible to ignore. Winning Miss Black Tennessee opened doors, but it was her dream of journalism that set her path. At just 17, she landed a job at Nashville's WVOL radio station. Balancing school and work, she quickly became a local favorite, her voice resonating with warmth and authority. This wasn't just a job, it was her training ground. She learned to connect, to tell stories, and to command attention. Oprah earned a scholarship to Tennessee State University, studying communications while working on air. Her work ethic was unmatched. She was building her future one broadcast at a time. At WVOL, she discovered her true talent, making people feel heard. She wasn't just reading news, she was making an impact. The radio job was her first step toward something bigger. Oprah was ready for a larger stage. The world was about to listen. Oprah's early success in radio opened unexpected doors, propelling her into the world of television at just 19 years old. A remarkable feat for anyone. but especially for a young black woman in the 1970s. She made history by becoming Nashville's youngest and first black female news anchor, breaking barriers and inspiring others who saw themselves in her. On camera, Oprah's natural empathy and warmth set her apart from her peers, sometimes so much so that it clashed with the traditional, detached style of news reporting. She struggled to fit into the rigid format, but every challenge became a lesson. Oprah learned the fast-paced ropes of live television, gaining skills that would serve her for decades. Her emotional honesty, once seen as a professional weakness, gradually revealed itself as her greatest strength. Audiences connected with her authenticity. But Oprah wanted more than just to read headlines. She craved real, meaningful conversations, moments where people could truly open up and share their stories. Her big break came when she moved to Baltimore to co-host People Are Talking, a show that gave her the freedom to be herself on air. There, Oprah could finally let her personality shine. She was warm, funny, and deeply empathetic, connecting with guests and viewers alike. The show quickly became a local sensation, its popularity fueled by Oprah's genuine approach and her ability to make everyone feel seen and heard. Oprah realized her true calling wasn't just being on TV, it was about forging real connections with people, both on and off the screen. The talk show format felt like home to her, a place where she could blend journalism with heartfelt conversation. She transformed interviews into meaningful exchanges, drawing out stories and emotions that others might have missed. Baltimore audiences adored her, and guests felt safe enough to open up on her couch, creating unforgettable moments. Oprah was no longer just a reporter. She was becoming a force in television, someone who could shape conversations and touch lives. The stage was set for her next leap, and the world was beginning to take notice of her unique talent. Oprah was ready to take on a bigger city, a bigger challenge. And Chicago, with all its promise and opportunity, was waiting for her arrival. Oprah's success in Baltimore caught the attention of Chicago's WLS-TV. In 1984, she took over AM Chicago, a show at the bottom of the ratings. Facing off against the legendary Phil Donahue, expectations were low. But Oprah's approach was different. She talked about real issues, making everyone feel included. Within a month, AM Chicago shot to #1, beating Donahue. The city was captivated by her honesty and warmth. She made guests and viewers feel like family. The show's success was so overwhelming, it was renamed The Oprah Winfrey Show and syndicated nationwide. Oprah became a household name almost overnight. Her ability to connect was unmatched. She turned morning TV into a phenomenon. Chicago was just the beginning of her national impact. The little girl from Mississippi had arrived, and America was watching. The stage was set for a revolution in television. In 1986, The Oprah Winfrey Show launched nationwide and changed TV forever. It was a groundbreaking moment in television history, as Oprah became the first black woman to host a nationally syndicated talk show. Her arrival signaled a new era for daytime TV. Oprah brought empathy and depth to daytime talk, focusing on self-improvement, spirituality, and real-life stories. She made her guests feel seen and heard, and viewers at home felt a personal connection to her authenticity. Her show sparked national conversations and created the Oprah effect. Her recommendations could turn books into bestsellers. Authors and experts dreamed of being featured, knowing it could change their lives overnight. She tackled tough topics with compassion, making vulnerability and healing part of the mainstream. Oprah wasn't afraid to address issues like abuse, addiction, and mental health, opening doors for honest dialogue. For 25 years, her show dominated ratings and won countless awards. The Oprah Winfrey Show became a cultural phenomenon, setting records and influencing millions. Oprah became one of America's most trusted voices. Her advice and opinions shaped public opinion, and her integrity made her a role model for many. Her audience saw her as a mentor and friend. People tuned in not just for entertainment, but for guidance, comfort, and hope. The show was more than entertainment. It was a daily ritual and a source of inspiration. Families gathered to watch, and viewers often took notes, eager to apply Oprah's wisdom to their own lives. When she ended the show in 2011, it marked the end of an era. Fans around the world felt the loss, but also celebrated all she had accomplished. But Oprah's influence was just beginning to expand beyond TV. She launched her own network, spoke at global events, and dedicated herself to philanthropy. She had built a legacy that would last for generations. Her impact reached far beyond the screen, inspiring leaders, students, and dreamers everywhere. The Oprah Winfrey Show wasn't just a program, it was a movement. It changed the way people thought about television, storytelling, and themselves. And Oprah was its heart. Her compassion, vision, and courage made her a beacon of hope for millions. The world would never be the same. Oprah's legacy continues to inspire, reminding us all of the power of empathy, connection, and possibility. Oprah wasn't content to just be a star. She wanted control. In 1986, she founded Harpo Productions, becoming the first black woman to own a major studio. With Harpo, she produced her show Her Way and expanded into movies and Broadway. She championed stories that mattered, especially those highlighting black experiences. Her business empire grew. The Oprah magazine, Oxygen Media, and more. She proved you could succeed in business and uplift others. In 2011, she launched OWN, her own TV network. The network struggled at first, but Oprah's determination turned it around. She became a media mogul, building an empire from the ground up. Oprah's vision was always bigger than herself. She created opportunities for others and changed the industry. Her legacy as a CEO is as powerful as her legacy on screen. She redefined what it means to be a media powerhouse. Oprah's heart is as legendary as her career. She's given millions to education, starting with the Oprah Winfrey Scholars Program and building a world-class school for girls in South Africa. Her Oprah's Angel Network raised over $80 million for global causes, with every cent going directly to those in need. She's helped rebuild lives after disasters and supported countless charities. Oprah's giving is personal. She mentors, inspires, and leads by example. Her philanthropy sets a new standard for generosity and impact. She believes true success is measured by what you give, not what you have. Oprah's legacy is one of empowerment and hope. She's changed lives, opened doors, and inspired millions to give back. Her generosity is woven into everything she does. By the 2000s, Oprah was more than a celebrity. She was an icon. She received the Presidential Medal of Freedom and was celebrated for her humanitarian work. As an actress, she earned an Oscar nomination for The Color Purple and starred in acclaimed films. Her influence shaped pop culture, from TV to movies to her famous book club. Oprah made it okay to talk about feelings, therapy, and self-care. She became a role model for millions, especially women and people of color. Her story is one of resilience and triumph over adversity. Oprah proved your beginnings don't define your destiny. She inspired people everywhere to believe in themselves. Her name became a symbol of hope and possibility. Oprah's legacy is measured in lives changed and barriers broken. She taught us to live with compassion, courage, and authenticity. As a black woman, she shattered ceilings and opened doors for others. Her Leadership Academy in South Africa is shaping future leaders. Oprah's story is a beacon of hope, proof that anyone can rise above their circumstances. She redefined power and success for a new generation. Her journey inspires us to find our voice and lift others up. From Mississippi to the world stage, Oprah's impact is unmatched. Her story is one of the greatest of our time, and that's a legacy worth celebrating.